Hi y'all, how y'all doing? I'm out here at my local Walmart. Just want to give my thoughts today. As y'all know, the government has shut down, but it has reopened, and the talks are out there of what needs to be done. So it's just talks and more talk. People have been weighing in on whose fault this government shutdown was, and I just have my 2 cents to put in. And I'm gonna tell you right now that I really believe that it was the GOP's fault, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they didn't want to make a deal in the first place. They made it plain and clear that they won't tolerate illegal immigration and all this stuff, and that's what this standoff was really about, the Dreamers and the DACA deal. Yeah, there's other issues that they need to address, but this major issue was about the Dreamers and the DACA deal. And the GOP has made it very clear that they're not willing to budge, or they weren't willing to budge before and during this government shutdown. And the thing is the deal that was on the table would have made the Dreamers legal. Okay, I believe in legal immigration as well. I stand firm that people who come over here should have an opportunity to come over here, be the best that they can be, and live a wonderful life and everything, but it needs to be done legal. So when we say that there was a deal, it was all about legalization. For some reason, the GOP still didn't want that. Donald Trump still didn't want that. And why that matters and why I believe it's their fault, not just for that reason, but because they control the House and the Senate and the presidency. So if we don't want this to happen again, the Democrats need to have some power. Either they need to control one house, or they need to control both of them. I don't know. Because with the exception of a few people in the GOP, they just seem to be far right. It's all about their rich friends and their tax dollars, and it's all about them and them only. That's what it seems about. It doesn't seem to be about for the people. In my views, that's what I've noticed when we talk about Republicans and Democrats. You can believe what you want to believe, but seeing is believing. We see all this stuff happening before our very eyes, and I think we need to really be honest with ourselves instead of playing games and making excuses. So we have to establish that we have to find a reason why this shutdown happened. Don't just say, oh, it was this person's fault because you don't like the Dems or you don't like the Republicans. We have to be realistic if we want real change. And I know the Democrats are disappointed, but if you really understand how this government works, then you should understand that the Dems actually had no power to make a deal. They literally didn't. So that's where we come in. We have to go vote, and we have to vote the GOP out. That's the only way that they're going to have power. Because if you try to make a deal with someone who you can't make a deal with, you can try to keep the government shut down, try to hold him hostage, him, meaning President Trump, who is known even before he became president, he doesn't make deals unless the deals benefit him. How are you supposed to make a deal with someone if you don't have the power to make a deal with them? You can't force him to make a deal. So the Dems' hands were tied to begin with. When they threatened Donald Trump months ago with this government shutdown, and then they actually did it, they should have known from the get-go that nothing phases Donald Trump. So the only way that we can defeat Donald Trump and render him powerless, if he's not going to be impeached, which the GOP is not going to do because they have power and control of both houses of the House and the Senate. So you can forget impeachment while they're in control. Okay, maybe next year if we vote, that's the whole thing, vote the GOP out, put the Democrats in charge, and then we can get Donald Trump out of office, okay? Or unless this Russian investigations bring up something where he can get impeached that way. Because he was basically, if the Russian investigation showed that the Russians meddled in our elections, then that means Donald Trump is an illegal president, and he shouldn't be president, and he should be removed from office. So those are the things that we are hoping for, and we're banking on. We have the power to do something. It's going to take a while. It's going to take us going out and voting, and we have to wait till midterm elections, So whichever comes first, the Russian investigations or us voting. But go out and vote, register to vote anyway, and vote the GOP out. Okay. Oh, it's very cold out here, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna end this. I tried to make a video earlier and it just didn't work out. So here I am again, freezing out here. But hey, I wanted to get this point out that it is this is a very serious situation. We need to go out and vote. Register. I can't say this enough. Register, vote. Find out where the voting polls are and where you can register. Find out when your elections are in each prospective city, each prospective state, and go vote. Okay, you really need to vote. Your votes do count in this situation. Okay, doesn't count for presidency, but it certainly counts for Congress and mayors and all these other different offices. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in. Get ready to go start my day, get back in some warmth here, because it still is winter, even though here in Virginia it feels like winter one day and summer like another. So, but, hey, I've learned to roll with it after all these years. But, here I am on a cold day. Maybe next week or maybe in a couple of days it'll be like time to bust out the shorts or something. But, anyway, here I am. But anyway, you guys just have a blessed day. Just to the dreamers, I just want to tell y'all, just keep y'all heads up, keep hope alive. We are rooting for you and fighting with you. So, you deserve the opportunity just like everybody else. You deserve the opportunity just like everybody else to become an American. And that is what the point is that this deal would have put you on a path put the dreamers on a path to citizenship, and that's what we're still hoping for, that Donald Trump and the GOP will honor their word. If not, we will continue this fight through voting. Okay, there you go again, vote. All right, so that's all I have to say. Thanks guys for watching, and just continue to stay strong, continue to go out about your day, keeping hope alive. We can't do anything about what other people do and what they say, but we can just only control what we can control. So let's just do what we have to do, and we will make it through this. And sorry, I'm cold, I gotta go, but y'all have a blessed day. Okay, bye.